Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz with me, Fujit. Hello. Oh, today we're going to talk about a tank I absolutely don't like. Okay, I like it for the memes, I like it for the fun side, but I actually don't like playing this tank because I think it's just a bit meh. It's, of course, the 183, aka the Deathstar. A lot of people go crazy for this tank. Why? Because it's got a big derpy gun. And that's about it. That really is the only thing going for it. It's got nothing else going for it. And I generally find that playing this tank is more luck than skill, to be perfectly honest with you. And what is good about it? It's got absolutely awful dispersion. It's got terrible mobility. It's got terrible armor. Okay, you will bounce because it can be a bit trolly. It's got an awful aim time, and it's got a really bad camo profile. The only thing that this tank has is the ability to put a lot of pain onto other tanks, and that's it. And I just find that a sort of nonsense tank. Personally, if it was me, I would have had this as like the collector or the premium instead of the Badger. And I would have had the Badger as the tech tree tank because it's a better tank. And this thing, it's okay, it's a bit of fun, and that's about it. Okay, there are some people who will take it seriously. I get that. I understand that. There are some people who enjoy it. I get that and I understand that. But I don't know anybody who actually really loves playing this tank. They don't drive it, religiously every single day. They'll roll it out every now and then to have a bit of fun. And that's about it. It's a tier 10. It never, ever really makes a showing on any serious tournaments. Why would you take this out in a tournament? It's just terrible. And the style of gameplay that you have with this thing, it's either camp at the back and be bored and wait for shots to present, or be slightly aggressive like I'm being here and hope for the best, because you're gonna get wrecked 9 times out of 10. And I just find it one of those tanks that makes me scratch my head and say, yeah, it's a bit of fun, and that's about it. Aside from that, I don't take this tank very seriously. And as I said, this is one of my most hated, if not the most hated, tier 10s that I have in my garage. Yeah, okay, I roll it out every now and then just to have a little bit of fun in it, but that's it. I don't do anything else with it because I just don't like it. It's as simple as that. And I've probably offended a lot of people here because a lot of people do like this tank for whatever reason. I'm just not one of those people. Especially when, as I said, there are much better tanks in the tier. And I'm looking at you, Jaegeru. Yes, I am. Because the Jaegeru has an equally fantastic gun. It has a better camo profile. It actually has better mobility, better aim time, and a much better gun accuracy wise. The dispersion is brilliant. This thing, okay, yeah, stick the Hesh in and you'll wreck something in one shot. Put an HE into the side of a Leo 1 in a Jaegeru and you'll wreck him in one shot. Believe me, because the Jaegeru is equally as good. And the thing about it, as I said, it's got a better reload time. It's got a better gun, as in aim time and dispersion, as I said, and more importantly, it's got armor. And this thing is just lacking everything apart from one thing. It's a one-trick pony. And, if you like one-trick ponies, you can do this in a one-trick pony. Don't get me wrong. Hello, Waffle Tractor. Where have you gone? Doesn't matter. I'll hit you anyway. That probably really annoyed him. It is a one-trick pony. And that's why I don't particularly like it. And, you get players rolling out in it. In 9 times out of 10, they are going to sit at the back of the map camping. And when I see a 183 on my team, I don't sit there going, yay, we've got a 183, we're going to win because he's got a big dirt gun. Because it's going to be one or t'other. He's going to do fantastically well and do lots of damage, or he's going to get a 0. And that's generally how it works. There's no sort of middle ground with the 183. You know, it's not one of those tanks that you can sort of be mediocre in. You know, oh yeah, you know, I fired 2 shots and I did 1,000 damage. Well, you probably can do that. But 9 times out of 10, it's either people doing quite a bit of damage or they're doing 0. And that's one of the reasons why I can't stand this tank. Because it's very, very hit and miss. Quite literally, it is hit and miss. I mean, you could be lucky and you might get a hit, like I do on the IS-4 here. I was lucky. But most of my games, I'm going to miss. Because the dispersion will say, no, we're going to put you on a completely different map, in a completely different reality and time zone. And it frustrates the bejesus out of me. Although, the reason I'm doing this video is because a lot of you like this tank. And, you know, I'm trying to persuade you that it's a meme tank. That's all it is. Just for the memes. Okay, nothing more than that. And if you want a good TD in tier 10, look at the Jaeger. Look at the FV4005. I mean, that thing dishes out damage as if it's going out of fashion. Well, even look at the Object 263 and 268, you know, or the Grilla, because those tanks are pretty decent. The Ho-Ri's got good armor. So the only thing this thing has going for it, as I said, is the ability to use a big whacking Hesh round to one-shot. And it's very rare that, you know, new players or inexperienced players are going to land that amazing shot. You know, again, hit and miss. But what to do? People like it, people want to roll out in it, people want to do things in it, so fair play to them, that's all I can say. But yeah, this is one of my most hated, if not the most hated tank I've got in tier 10. I mean, look at this reload, it's ridiculous. I mean, that E100 is not exactly fast going in reverse. Yeah, he still beat my reload, and I was almost reloaded. Oof. You do need a little bit of luck to play this thing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've got, what, 170 hit points here. That poor E100 in a moment is going to be cursing every single RNGesus that may be out there, and probably wargaming. Why? Because he bounces me with an AP, and I don't bounce him with my Hesh. Now, it does have trolley armor, but that's more luck than judgment, as I said. I mean, don't try and angle this thing, because it ain't going to really do much. That was more luck than judgment. This, however, is more judgment than luck, because I know he wants to shoot me, and I make him do a snapshot, and he misses. Gives me time, because I know he's got a long reload. I've now got time to pop up and blast him into next week. And we do. And we do just over 6k damage there. What is it? I can't remember what it is now. There you go. 6.4k, 4 kills. We get a nice ace, and I'm happy with that. But we do 9,000 damage between us, and I'm happy with that too. But these are one-off games. These aren't games that you're going to have every time you roll out in the damn thing, because it's just not that type of a tank. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. I've been Fujit. That has been my look at the Deathstar, a tank everybody loves. Don't know why, but they do. By all means, comment and everything below. And remember, guys, you know, it's good rolling out in tanks like this to have a bit of fun. But, you know, don't sort of think it's like the amazing thing that it is, because it isn't. Anyway, stay safe out there. Have fun on the battlefield. And happy tanking. Because you know what, guys? That is what it's all about. Having fun in being happy.